What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 16 Ultimate Team. And we have been hopped into the Easter promo. I didn't even mean to do that right there. I'm sorry for that disgusting pun. But here we go. We have a bunch of new sets in the game right now. You guys are checking them out. We've got a bunch of eggs. We've got gold, elite. We've also got players, gold players, elite players, of course. And then if you complete everything, get a whole bunch of all the players and a bunch of eggs, you get yourself a 99 overall. Night Train Lane. Now, before we hop into our game, I decided to make one change to the team, and that is our right guard position. Kyle Long, 90 overall captain, has been on our team since almost from the start. It's been a very long time, so the guy I decided to get was the Browns MVP, John Greco, 93 overall right guard. And yeah, I overpaid a little bit for this set, but the main reason I wanted it was for the MVP Master collectible because, I don't know, I feel like I eventually might complete that set to get that 96 Tom Brady. And so you need 4 of those collectibles. I have 2 of them. Now I have 3, but looking at his stats, he's got a 97 run block, a 91 pass block, definitely an upgrade at the right guard position from what we previously had. And eventually, at some point, all of those ultimate legends that, keep pouring in, they will become an offensive line because it's the best offensive players on the line that you can get. So, just for now, a slight upgrade. Lineup, otherwise, is staying exactly the same as we go ahead into week number 7, which the playoff berth is currently on the line right now. We are 5-1, and we need to win one more game to get that playoff berth. So, if we can get this one more win, like I just said, we will be back into the playoffs. Now, after this game, we do still have 3 regular season games to play in. If we win 2 of those 3, we will get ourselves a first-round bye in the playoffs. Now, that first-round bye really isn't all that important because of the fact that, yeah, it's still nice to skip a game to the playoffs, but if we can at least get a playoff berth, at least we're in the playoffs, right? That's really all that matters. So, those last 3 games, like I said, they're not that important. So, we are playing home in this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who my opponent is suited up as. At quarterback, he has Captain Colin Kaepernick. That's a little bit of a tongue twister to say that, but Kaepernick on this 1st and 10 is getting sacked by Whitney Merciless. Now, of course, my opponent already going with the no-huddle early on in this game. With Kaepernick, we all know that this guy can run, and on a 2nd and 18, I didn't set anybody in a spy on that play, and that guy rushes for 19 yards and gets a massive first down. The very next play, this guy, once again, trying to scramble. And I'm there with Ray Lewis, who practically body slams this guy into the ground, not letting him pick up the first. So, on a 3rd and 3, Gilbert Brown is there for the tackle from behind, but Kaepernick breaks out of that, picks up the first, and my opponent is still alive on this drive. 2nd and 9 for him. This guy, he's looking to scramble again. But again, we are getting ourselves another sack, and that is Cliff Averill coming up big, forcing my opponent to a 3rd down and 15, and again, look who it is now. It is Deacon Jones, and this defensive line so far in this game is already racking up a ton of sacks. I believe that was just 3, let alone in the first possession of this game. So my opponent did settle for his 3 points, and we are already finding ourselves down in this game. Marshall Faulk, we're just, going to keep it simple, go with the run game, see if we can get this guy going. So already on a 3rd and 2, thankfully, Marshall Faulk has some pretty decent speed to him, and he is picking up the first down. A couple of plays later, we are faced with a 3rd and 5 now. Aaron Rodgers, I noticed my opponent was going with the cover 3. Wes Welker is wide open down the field. I couldn't really tell if that pass was overthrown or if, it was just Richard Sherman being there to swat it away, but either way, wide open receiver, man. We couldn't get the completion on that play. But special teams is making a huge impact, man. And that is how you win games. You have to get turnovers, and to get a turnover like that on special teams on the punt, that's crazy, man. Only took us 1 play with Wes Welker into the end zone. He redeemed himself, man, after, having a wide open lane to the touchdown on that deep bomb. It was an incomplete pass. He came back, and he was able to get the touchdown, giving us the 7-3 lead. Now, for my opponent on his next drive, that play was a little bit scary. LaShawn McCoy was just 1 broken tackle away from taking that one all the way for 6 points. 1st and 10, this guy again is just trying to scramble with Kaepernick. And every single time I keep forgetting to put somebody in a QB spy to make sure this guy doesn't scramble out. And here we go again. This guy is just trying to scramble out of the pocket. That's sack number 4 now for this defense, and that was Muhammad Wilkerson on that play. So 2nd and 23. I should have been there with Ray Lewis on top of Amari Cooper. He gets the completion, however, so 3rd and 13 now. Kaepernick is scanning the field.
Gotcha, bitch.
And what a beautiful sideline interception by Richard Sherman, giving us the ball back with under 2 minutes now to try and do something on the board. And look at that beautiful throw by Aaron Rodgers, let alone an amazing catch by Larry Fitzgerald. All around, that was just an incredible play. And, you know, I honestly still can't even believe that that actually happened. So, 2nd and 4, Marshall Faulk. Look at this guy going to work, going right through the middle of the line, picking up a 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Aaron Rodgers going with a little bit of a play action. I'm not seeing anybody open, so I'm just going to have to take this one myself with Aaron Rodgers. And this guy can do it all. He can throw the ball. He can run with the ball. And after picking up 17 yards on the ground with Aaron Rodgers, we go with the fake counter play to Marshall Faulk. Goes completely untouched, dancing his way into the end zone, giving us the 14-3 lead now after that interception by Richard Sherman. Turnovers and making points happen after those. That's huge. That's how you win these games in Madden. So, we're immediately just going to jump right into our next possession, which is in the 2nd half. My opponent, with a little bit of time left at the end of the 1st half, couldn't do anything with the ball. Now, my opponent, I don't know what he was doing, but his defensive line started coming through big time. We're already faced with a 3rd and 21. I noticed he wasn't changing his defense, and Wes Welker kept being open on this play man, but we just could not get this play to work. Wes Welker, I wanted to give him the ball so bad because he was wide open every single time on this play man, but there was just always someone there to break it up, or he just would drop the ball. I couldn't get that play to go my way, so we had to force our opponent, or I was forced to punt my opponent the ball. And now Colin Kaepernick, man, he's trying to scramble again. That time we ended up finally getting a fumble on this guy, but of course he ends up recovering it, and he's going with the no huddle. Now, 2nd and 9, going to the flats with LaShawn McCoy. There were 3 guys there to shut that down, which forces my opponent now to a 3rd and 1. Kaepernick, however, finds, I believe that is Joe Horn, is who his #1 receiver is, picks up the 1st down. Again, this guy is going with another no huddle. He seems to be liking this. I mean, his players have got to be getting tired, but he throws a dot straight to his tight end, Owen Daniels, who gets tackled into the end zone, giving my opponent a touchdown and putting him right back in this game now. Of course, you know he's going to go for the 2-point conversion, because if he does, we'll only be down by a field goal now. I know exactly where this is going, man. I was right there with Ray Lewis, but I was just like a step behind, man. That's what I'm saying. All of these plays that I'm here with the users, I'm just always one step behind with everything. It sucks. So, 1st and 10, man. Again, I mean, I guess I can't really make an excuse for that because it's Von Miller. That guy's going to get to the quarterback a lot, man. So, 2nd and 20. Again, Von Miller is right there. I had an open receiver, Wes Welker, if I just, would have had another half a second. But 3rd and 20. Thankfully, Vernon Davis is an absolute beast and is able to get a huge reception there, and that definitely keeps us alive in this drive going for us right now. And it's definitely something we needed, because if we would have had to punt the ball, it wouldn't have been a very good punt from our own 5-yard line, is where we originally were at. So, 2nd and 10 on the play action. Brandon Marshall doing his thing, picking up a nice chunk of yards. It's now a 3rd and 14. I'm trying to, with another play action. I'm scrambling with Aaron Rodgers because I don't see anybody open. And I've just got to throw that one away, man. I have to play smart and not do anything stupid with the ball there. So, unfortunately, I don't want to do it, but I have to punt my opponent the ball back once again. And we almost, for a 2nd time in this game, get a forced fumble on the punt return, man. And that pretty much would have sealed this game up.
Gotcha, bitch.
But who other than the man Charles Woodson to make a crazy interception over top of the receiver? The game gets paused. You guys know what part comes next. Your peer has conceded the game. And just like that, we have now earned ourselves a spot back into the playoffs with a 6-1 record. And things are looking pretty good for this team. I mean, I would hope that this incredible team I was able to build will make it back to the playoffs now. In the next episode, again, we will be fighting for the 1st round bye, even though those games don't completely matter because we still are in the playoffs. But trying to skip one game, it's definitely important. So I hope all of you guys did enjoy this. I know it was only one gameplay into this episode, but I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. Just let me guys know if you like seeing one gameplay where I show you every single play that happens in the game so you see the game itself develop, or if you like seeing 2 to 3 gameplays into one video, but you know, I skip a lot of the plays and just show you guys all of the good parts. But anyway, hopefully all of you guys enjoyed again. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace.